All right, Shalom, Boaz. Good morning. Well, let's get right into it. I'm going to be doing another series on land purchase. And, if you find this information to be helpful, share the information because, there's so many perspectives out there when it comes to, purchasing land. And as a person that's gone through this, I just want to share my experience so that others may know what are the things that you need to be getting into in terms of land and other things that you need to be avoiding. So let's get right into it. The idea that, you want to purchase land is good, but, one of the first things that you want to do even before you purchase land, outside of knowing what kind of land to purchase, is to network with people that already owns land. Uh, and this includes, go ahead and visiting with them on their land and spending some time to help. Why? And I'm not telling you anything that I have not done myself again, but the important thing behind that is due to the simple fact that you're going to be able to sit down with these people firsthand, and you're going to be able to learn from their wisdom, their knowledge, their experience, their trials, their tribulations, so that you don't have to make the same mistakes. And this is why it's so key to, know people that are doing, that you can see the fruit. I mean, you go back, it's just so clear as day. If you are going to take advice from somebody, in terms of purchasing land, wouldn't you want to first know that they have purchased land themselves? Wouldn't you want to know that they understand what it takes to develop a piece of property? Because you've seen them do it. You've seen them in action. So, I go back to, you want to spend some time on a homesteaders, if you want to do homesteading, if you want to do community, regardless of, the type of setting that you want. The idea is that go and spend time with those folks who've already done it so that they can teach you the kind of pitfalls that you may come into, all types of things. You can ask these people all types of questions. So that's what I would recommend that you do as well. Me personally, I got some good advice, but probably about from three men out there that own communities, that own homesteads, and I'd say like 4 or 5 before I was going to purchase this land. So you want to know what you're purchasing, and the best way that you can do that is by speaking to those who've already done it and spending the time. I can tell when somebody just went out and just, got some land and they didn't sit down with anybody. This religious spirit, that folks are under. And hey, you're going to need to understand what it takes to do this thing. And the best thing that you can do is be up under people that know exactly what the hell they're talking about, so that they can lead you in the right direction. Because, hey, location. What's the condition of the grass? Do you have grasslands? Do you have a place for your pasture? What is the condition of the soil underneath the grass? I mean, am I hitting nothing but rock? Am I hitting clay? Am I hitting gravel? I mean, it's gravel here, so I can't do a pond unless I have a pond liner, because in this area right here where I wanted to originally put the small pond, we found out that it was gravel. So I want a pond. I'm going to have to dig the hole, which I can do myself with some equipment, but also I have to do the pond liner. You see? So these are things that you want to consider. Location. Is it surrounded by trees? Is it a nice and secluded area, where you can have your privacy? The property that I was talking about, so there's a property that buffers my property and the person's property that is directly next to that one. But that's that way, you see? So it's interesting how, we still have, our privacy when it comes to, just being surrounded by trees. So these are all things that you want to take into consideration. Where is your proximity to, resources? When you're building, you're going to need resources. You're not going to need a local supply store, a Lowe's, a Home Depot, or something like that. At the end of the day, it takes material to build, and you're going to need to have access to that. But what if you're 2 hours away? The further you away from resources, I would expect the more resources that you have in the economics to ship those resources in, so you don't have to be in that situation. But a lot of people, to do this right, you talking about, I say, and I'm going to do another video on that, it's all about your pocket. But know these things. Sit down with somebody, spend time with folks that is own homesteads, retreats, communities. And learn from them, and just go from there. But that's it when it comes to purchasing land, and what you need to be doing before you do it.